Other types of attack may include a denial of services such as components, but the denial of services may be the part of the larger attacks. Although the direct impact of denial of services attack may be disruption to the services rather than immediate security breaches, because their occurrences may affect the working of a certain security measures and hence increases the probability of security breaches. This denial of services attack has two general forms. The first is force the victim computers to reset or consume its resources such that it can no longer provide its intended services. Means it makes the your victim computer or the on that computer who are attacked from this attack to reset it or consume its all resources. Means they it makes all the resources are busy like printer, network, etc., so that no other sites or activities can be done on the system. The other is obstruct the communication media between the intended user and the victim so that they can no longer communicate adequately. So basically this denial of services attack on the networking so that the no two people can communicate with each other. There's some suggested solutions for denial of services so that this denial of services can be blocked. The first is implement adequate network security to block unnecessary network traffic to the system. Second is arrange with internet service provider ISPs to accept traffic from authorized sources only. Means you have to apply such a ISPs so that they are only accepting the data from the ISPs. Means you have to keep on your firewalls, etc. Or you have to prepare adequate standby system capacity. Fourth is put in place adequate backup and recovery arrangement, because if your data is being hacked or taken away, so you have the proper backup and the recovery arrangement. Use scanning tools or perform penetration testing to access the ability of the network and system to withstand DOS or denial of services attack. Scanning tools are commercially available tools that can be used for identifying and analyzing security vulnerabilities in network, operating system and databases. Next come the botnet. Botnet is a term that comes from robots and networks. Means when the robots are connected with the network, what they can do? So it can help to your system also, it can harm to your system also. So botnet is nothing but is a collection of internet connected programs communicating with each other, similar programs in order to perform tasks. This can be a mundane as keeping control of an IRC channel, or it could be used to send spam email or participate in the denial of services attacks. The word, as I told you before, this word is come from word robot and network. So how bots work? These bots allow hackers to take control of many computers at a time and turn them into zombie computers. The computers which are affected from the bots, we said the zombie computers, which operate as a part of a powerful botnet to spread viruses, generate spams, commit other types of online crimes and frauds. So the victim computers are known as the zombie computers, which are affected from the bot virus or bot attacks. So there are some solutions so that we can protect against bots. First is install top rated security software. Any antivirus that you are using should be top rated and they can stop the unwanted programs to come to your system. Configure your software setting to update automatically. Your system must be update automatically so that if any unwanted program or software is entered to your system, they can be catch easily. Increase the security setting on your browser. Limit your user rights when online, means you should not give your information on the internet as easily, because this information can be captured by unauthorized person, used by unauthorized person to attack to your computer. So never click on attachment unless you can verify the source. Ensure that your system patched with most current Microsoft Windows update. As I told you before, your system must be updated with the time, with valid or software, etc. Then comes the phishing attack. Phishing, first of all, what is phishing? Phishing is an act of tricking someone into giving confidential information, uh, like passwords, credit card information on a fake web page or email from pretending to come from a legitimate company like your bank, etc. So it is an email fraud scam conducted for the purpose of information or identity theft. So we should very aware that if some mail is coming to you that we are from HDFC, we are from OBC, etc., you should make clear that the email ID or the URL you are using is very valid. You have to check that before opening the mail, before opening the attachment, etc. For example, if you sending or if you are receiving any email to the user falsely claiming to be the establishing legitimate enterprise in an attempt to scam the user into surrendering private information, that will be used for used by the identity theft. They can theft your identity, theft your bank data, etc., and make use to harm you. They can steal your money, they can update your data, they can change your digital signature, etc. So phishing is a very harmful attacks. You have to take care, which and it is spreading very fastly, because we are believing the people very easily, which should not be done. It is to avoid the phishing attacks. Here we will discuss some of the phishing attacks one by one. The first is deceptive attacks. The term phishing originally referred to account theft using instant messaging, but the most common broadcast method today is deceptive email message. Deceptive email messages are those messages which are broadcast to the various users, asking for your information, your data, your detail. These messages are about the need to verify account information, system failure, requirement user to re-enter their information, fictitious account charges, undesirable account changes, new free services, like they are giving you free services. If you reply to my mail, I will give you some free money, etc., and requiring quick action. And many other scams are broadcast to the wide group of recipients with the hope that the unwary will respond by clicking a link or to signing into the bogus site where their confidential information can be collected. So this is known as the deceptive attack, where your fake links are given, in which you have to enter your information. They are saying your system is failed, please re-enter your information, we are here to verify the account information, please enter your information. And these mails are sent in the broadcast. They are sending the information to many of the users, but you have to take care to respond to what mail or not. Next come the malware based attacks. This refer to the scam that involves running malicious software on users PCs. Malware can be introduced by an email attachment, as a download file from the website, or by exploiting known security vulnerabilities. A particular issue for small and a medium business who are not always be keep their software application up to date. So you have to update your data, update your system periodically, so that any malwares cannot be attacked to your system. The next phishing attack is keylogger and the screen logger. screen logger or key logger are the particular varieties of malware that track keyboard input and send relevant information to the hacker by the internet. They are embed themselves into the user's browsers as small utility programs known as helper objects that run automatically when the browser is started, as well as into the system files are device driver or screen monitors. Means they are tracking your keyboard. Whenever you are typing any keys, they track what keys you have typed, and they send the information in immediately to the hacker, and the hacker use that information to hack your data. Then comes the session hijacking. This session hijacking is described as an attack where user activities are monitored until they sign into the target account or transaction and establish their bona fide credentials. At that point, the malicious software take over and can undertake unauthorized actions such as transferring funds without the user knowledge. So, we have to take this point very clearly in our mind that we are never give our information so easily. We are said to be do we are said to do this, like there is account failure, please give your information, we are verifying you, please give your information. You have to taken care that never give your information so easily until you not clear that or not verified that the intended user who are asking you for your information is valid person or not. The next is the web trojan. Web trojan is a pop-up invisibly when users are attempting to log in. They collect the user credential locally and transmit them to the phishers. Means they trojans or the viruses, when you are attempting to log in, they collect your data and send to the phishers or hackers who are using your data to destroy your system. Then comes the host file phishings. When a user type a URL to visit a website, it must first to translate it then to a IP addresses before it is transmitted over the network. The majority of the SBM users PCs running on a Microsoft Windows operating system first look up their host names in their host file name before undertaking a domain name system lookup. By poisoning the host file, hackers have bogus address transmitted, taking the user unwittingly to fake look-alike website. Means whenever they get any email from you, they taken care about the host name, where we generally put our name, our company's name, etc. They take your company name and then trying to send your bogus mail regarding your data, and they're asking for your data, and we are also sending our data, and they using our information to harm to our computer. So we have to taken care while taking our host name, we have to taken such a name that cannot be easily understood by the hackers. Then comes the system configuration attack. This modifies system on a user's PC for malicious purposes. For example, URLs in the favorite file might be modified to direct user to the look-alike websites. For example, a bank website URL may be changed by bankafabc.com. Like they are doing the small change, like HDFC, they said hdfcd.com. So always type the website name very carefully, that if you type one more letter and it opens any hacker site and you are giving your account information on hackers and they are consuming your data, etc. Then comes the data theft. Unsecured PCs often contain subset of sensitive information stored elsewhere and secure servers. So they are taking the data from your servers to making theft. Then comes the DNS based phishing. Means they are hacking your domain name server, and this taking the hackers tamper your company host, etc. Then content injection phishing means they are creating a situation where hacker replace part of the content with the false data. This is known as the content injection phishing. Then comes the man in the middle phishing. It is the harder to detect someone enter to your to authorized person and deploying the data. And in the summary, we have active passive attacks, social engineering, botnet, keyboard loggers, shoulder surfing, and phishing. Thank you very much.